Good evening, madam. So I'm Dinesh. We are going to present about mini project two. Uh, Myself is Dinesh. My group members are Sisindran Rishikesan, Ainas, and Venkatesh. So first of all is our introduction. So the navigation bar with button for various and administrative tasks. So by this button you can choose where you want to go, and then is dashboard for quick access to important system information. So this dashboard will contain a quick uh, quick quick access for system informations. Then is form-based configuration for easy customization. Then is user management table for advanced user account management. Then is data management interface for free data manipulation. It's also a user-friendly interface to investigation, configure, and manage system setting and data. It will be easy to for administrators configure, and then is FSA system management control. After that is crucial screen element and control function for effective system administration. So then is our system design. Our interface design on, and this is a different user access level. And we got four access level: security, system securities, and data management, user administration, and guided setup. So system security will protect the system from attack from malicious user persons. Then is data management will have the users information. Then is user administration. It will make sure who will access the website, who will access the system. Then is guided setup to help user to help the users to customize or set up their system. This will be easy and user friendly. So then is feasibility. Make crucial button and control objects to see and simple organize. It will easy to users administer to identify the button, see the button, and click for their usage. Then is to highlight their component. Use visual signals like color construct or icon graphic. First of all, we use a suitable color for the system, and it will be suitable to the background and the button color of the button and text, and will be easier for administrator users, and didn't make them uh, harder to read the text. Next is to make the system animation button stand out in the navigation menu, highlight it or use a recognition icon. So by this, administrator can identify the system administration by its icon, and its icon will be functional of the system administration. Then is feedback. Following the action, give administrator insightful and timely feedback. And it will also administrator to overcome the errors or user feedback. Then when administrator click the guided setup button, a progress bar or success message will appear to show that each setup has been completed. So by this, the administrator will know where is the process and what time the process will be finished. Then is administrator are reassured by their feedback that their action has been noted and successfully acknowledged. Then is efficiency. Create the user interface with the goal of streamlining and improving administrative tasks. The management and data management area called provide bulk operation like batch input or export capability to assist administrator in managing massive account amount of data. Consider offering shortcut or quick access to frequent use procedure to speed up routine process. By this, the data management will be more efficiency, and our time also will be shortened, and we can save our time. Then is will our routine process also be very simple. Thank you, madam.
error prevention and handling. Offer effective tools for addressing and preventing errors after identifying likely fault. To prevent errors, a confirmation prompt or dialog box should be presented when administrator do critical actions like removing user account under the user administration session. To assist administrator in resolving difficulties or correcting input errors, offer clear error warnings and validation check. Next is navigation button. The system administration button is the main navigation option that leads to the interface's main administrative session. Guided setup, data management, and user administration refer to specific administrative tasks or modules. For the dashboard, the dashboard is a screen element that provides an overview of the key data regarding system administration responsibilities. Through visualization, charts, or summary panels, system status, perform information, recent activities, or critical notification may be displayed. Form-based configuration. Throughout the system management process, a number of parameters and settings are frequently configured. To allow administrator to change system configuration, this design could incorporate forms with input field, checkbox, drop-down menus, and other control elements. By selecting the guided setup button, user can be taken to a form where they can enter basic system setting or to a step-by-step configuration guide. Next is user management table. The user administration button most likely leads to a user administration area. A table displaying current user account in this area can include important information like username, roles, permissions, or last login dates, along with choices for searching, filtering, and sorting. The table might also offer options for user account action, such as updating user data or disabling accounts. Next is data management interface. The data management button suggests a session for managing system data. It might have functions like data synchronization, backup, cleanup, or migration. The display might include file upload controls, data mapping tools, or visual representation of data relationship. The ability to import, export, and modify data may be available through this interface.
Hi madam, today I explained about our interface design. This is new user form. This is we provide a name, email, password, confirm password, requested access, date and time, and sign in button. If this is nature and easy to use, easy for new user to log in into a new account, user friendly, use as follow for full control and change according to their needs. We provide a text input and calendar control for this form. This form have a date input mask, email input mask, and the required file validation, formal validation, range validation. This is for very detailed. Now I explain about date input mask, a feature designed to enforce a specific date format, date, month, year. Automatically convert the input to match the desired format as user types. If a user types, if example 0512, the input must replace with the 05 is a day 12 is a month, and underscores for all of the year component. The input must fills in missing digits as the user types, resulting in a complete date format. For example, uh, day 5, month December, year 2023. User can better understand in the intent format and enter dates consistently due to visual feedback. Explanation of phone number input mask. A feature used to enforce a specific phone number format, such as in the slide we got. Display in the phone number input field to show the desired format. For example, within 9 numbers, then the input must automatically transform the user's input to match the intent format as they start entering the phone number. If the user types 123456 in the phone number field, the input mask will be changed into the 123 and 456-7890. Based on the specific format, the input mask can automatically adjust the keyboard layout or move the cursor to the appropriate position as user to begin typing. This is simplify the input process to reduce errors. 3 validation rules. Required field validation. The input mask may include the cursor, the automatically move or place order character to guide user while entering the phone number. This provide visual cues and aids to understanding the accepted form. By visually representing the desired phone number format and automatically transforming the input mask helps users input phone numbers consistently and reduce errors. The input mask simplifies the input process by providing clear guidance and adapting to user input, resulting in a user-friendly and intuitive experience. We provide some futuristic in to user-friendly to our customers.
Format validation is a rule used to ensure that enter data adheres to a specific pattern or format. The format validation is applied to an email field to ensure the presence of the @ symbol and legitimate domain name in the email address. If the entered email address does not follow the specific format, an error notice is present to inform the user that the email address is invalid. Next, the format validation helps user enter data accurately by verifying that it meets the required format. By enforcing the specific format, the format validation ensures the accuracy and consistency of the entered data. Next, ranged validation. It's a rule applied to numeric fields to ensure the enter values fall with a specific range. Range validation is implemented for a quantity field that accepts value between 1 and 10. If user enter a value outside the specific range, the range validation rule triggers an error message indicating that the value is out of the bounds. The validation rule checks if the enter value is within the specific range to ensure its validity. Users are prompted to correct the value if it falls outside the acceptable range, preventing unrealistic or invalid values from being submitted. Next, Interface Design 3 reports. Summary report. The system administration designs incorporate essential screen components and control capabilities to provide administrator with a productive and user-friendly experience. It adheres to fundamental user interface design principles, ensuring consistency, transparency, feedback, effectiveness, and error handling. The design approach simplifies administrative tasks, reduces errors, and enhances the overall user experience. Exception report. a concise report that highlights abnormal or critical events in access control log file for a specific date and time range. The report focuses on identifying failed access attempts and unusual activity patterns within the specific time range. The report aims to draw attention to potential security breaches or unauthorized access attempts. It helps identify suspicious user behavior that deviates from normal system usage. The report allows system administration or security teams to quickly identify and address the access related exceptions. System implementation and support testing. How the unit testing is conducted. Card reader, biometrics, intercom system, CCTV and door release will be tested separately to ensure that they each function on their own independently of other devices.
Okay, I'm Prashindran. Today I will explain about how to integration testing is conducted. Card reader, biometric, intercom, CCTV and door release will be tested as a group whatever they are integrating properly or not. After all of unit test before doing the integration testing. User manual. Log in the system. Admin will put their ID and password before logging into the system to identify themselves. Then approve new user request for data center zone access. Admin can approve request from a new user for the access to data center room. Then admin can decline request from a new user for the access to data control room. Then delete a user from the data center room as a list. Admin can delete any user from the list in data center room access. Then edit user access permission. Admin can edit any user access permission in the data center room access. Log out from the system. Admin can view a report from specific date of all users who access the data center room in the system. Then admin can log out from the system.